VeKrain is a carbon technology research and development platform that removes CO2 from gaseous fuels. CO2 emissions are predominantly from burning fossil fuels, and every year 36 billion metric tons of CO2 is released into the atmosphere. Gaseous fuels are responsible for 20%, that is approximately 7.5 billion metric tons of CO2 emissions. Here, VeKrain introduces a cost-effective and efficient solution which, when blended with gaseous fuels, removes 25% of CO2. The consumption and demand for gaseous fuels are not going down, and it's only increasing in the near future. If we need to reduce CO2 emissions from gaseous fuel, we can definitely decrease the usage. At the same time, adopt new technologies. At VeKrain, our vision is to remove 1.8 billion metric tons of CO2 from gaseous fuel every year, which is equivalent to the entire CO2 emissions from the aviation industry. Now, VeKrain has developed a new chemical technology called low carbon activation chemical, or LAC, which reacts with gaseous fuel to reduce CO2 emissions.
LAC is an integrated chemical compound with an inbuilt catalyst that reacts quickly with the gaseous fuels. The higher hydrogen atom content in LAC leads to hydrogen bonding between the gaseous fuel and the chemical. When LAC is blended with the fuel, the reaction alters the chemical structure and creates a new structure to stabilize the compound. The presence of catalyst will accelerate and thus completing the reaction. The chemical reaction can be classified into 4 stages: molecular interaction and reaction, catalyzed reaction, new structure formation, and exothermic reaction.
VeKrain has formulated two distinct products called Xphenon and Jetfil. Xphenon P5 is a colorless liquid chemical which blends and reacts with petroleum gas, and Xphenon N7 is blended with natural gas or methane fuel in gaseous form. The Jetfil F6 is a prototype of aviation fuel decarbonization chemical which can be blended directly into the jet fuel like any other fuel additives. The experiments and testing of LAC Mark V in petroleum gas in 1:500 ratio clinically proves that the chemical reacts with the fuel and result in 25% of reduction in CO2 emissions.